Match will be to the expiration of time. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Woogie! Jerry Calhoun saying, let me have one in here. Rick Gibson across the way will be the one starting. Lawler off with his jacket, and Jimmy off with his whatever, and now his shades he's about to get rid of.
Eyes.
Yeah, getting rid of his eyes. Let's see who it's going to be, Jim. Come on now. Get it on. We're ready for some wrestling action. Lawler will be starting. We're ready for it. Bell. Davey.
Rick Gibson starting against the King, Jerry Lawler. Expiration of time match. All kinds of complaining coming from the corner of Lawler, Hart, and Valiant. Don't know exactly what the complaint was about. Oh, Lawler! Thrown across the ring. Rick Gibson got a drag, and he just threw him all the way across the ring. Lawler sailing through the air. Jimmy Hart comes in and says, hey, referee, he couldn't have done that unless he pulled tight. Lawler says, yes, sir, you're right. Look, here's how he did it. And Jerry Calhoun goes over to Rick Gibson and says, is that true? We didn't see it. Rick Gibson says he did not. Never saw it, Jimmy. Saw it. Looked like a clean drag right across the ring to me. One minute, 12 seconds into the action. Back in the corner. Rick Gibson hooks the arms, hangs on. Lawler was going to fire him across the ring. Rick Gibson reverses it on him. We were watching that time. No tights, Jimmy. Yeah, no tights. Clean. Nothing wrong with it.
He's seen it with his own eyes. Yes. Come here, ref.
Lawler again says, come here, referee. Let's talk it over. Rick Gibson says, here's how I did it. Lawler says, here's how he did it. And I guarantee you the discussion is not going to get us anywhere. Rick Gibson, center of the ring, waiting for Jerry Lawler. Lawler hanging back close to the corner. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone. First fall of action and an expiration of time match. Hart, seated in the chair over in the corner. Rick Gibson kicked at him as if to say, hey, sit down and be quiet. Lawler back into action now with Rick Gibson. Rick with a headlock, back to the rope. Lawler fires him into the rope. Both of them going on the rope. Rick Gibson jumps out of the ring, grabs Jimmy Hart. Lawler still going back and forth. Lawler is still rolling back and forth against the ropes. Rick Gibson jumped out of the ring and surprised Jimmy Hart. He grabbed him, he picked him up by the hair and said, hey, here I am. Oh, me. Referee Jerry Calhoun had come out of the ring to get Rick Gibson back in there. Now he's back in. Rick Gibson, Jerry Lawler, still in the ring. Lawler wants Rick disqualified for jumping out of the ring. I don't think there's much grounds to stand on there, as long as he was back before the referee counted 10. Rick Gibson with a headlock over to the corner, tags brother Robert. Robert Gibson comes in with the right hand, fired to the rib cage. Hand full of hair by Lawler. He dropped with a fist. Robert was gone, and Lawler slugged the mat. 4 minutes into the first fall. Lawler trying to work his way back to the corner for the tag. Whoop. Oh, a little double team action, but it backfired as Robert Gibson smacked handsome Jimmy. He had his right fist pulled back. He was ready to unload on Robert. And Robert got him first. Now Lawler comes over and says, hey, what happened? We had it set up there. I was going to fire him into the ropes, and I was going to let you slug him. But it just didn't work out quite that way. There's a tag. Handsome Jimmy Valiant from the Big Apple, New York City. Robert Gibson greets him. Robert Gibson with handsome Jimmy Valiant on the mat. Handsome Jimmy puts Robert Gibson into the rope. Rolls him off with the arm lock. Valiant dropped to the mat. Rick Gibson jumps in and grabs Lawler. He slugged him. Robert Gibson still has a headlock on handsome Jimmy. Valiant and Robert Gibson are the two legal men in the ring right now. Lawler stumbling out between the ropes, being attended to by manager Jimmy Hart. Meanwhile, back in the ring, handsome Jimmy backed Robert Gibson into the ropes, fires him into the turnbuckles. Robert hit hard on his left shoulder. Moves out of the way. Jimmy runs into the turnbuckle. Valiant rolls the shoulders down. Lawler jumped in there. He was going after Rick Gibson. And he cost his team a possible pin. Robert's shoulders were down. Held there by handsome Jimmy. The Gibson brothers have made an exchange. Lawler says no tag. I'm not sure but what Lawler is right in this case. I got to tell you, I don't think there was a tag.
Come on, handsome!
Doesn't seem to make much difference. Handsome Jimmy fires Rick Gibson into the ropes. Rick held on. Jimmy Valiant with a haymaker swing. And he missed altogether. Both of them heads slammed together. Lawler hits the deck. Jimmy Valiant hits the mat. Put there by a drop kick. And a good one by Rick Gibson. And the King.
Love this, don't you?
I love it. I sure do. You're right. There's a cover. One. Oh, Lawler in there to break it up at the 2 count. Robert Gibson working on handsome Jimmy. Rick Gibson with a cover. One. At the 1 count. Handsome Jimmy's able to break the cover, stop the count. Rick Gibson headlock. Valiant hits him into the ropes. Knee to the midsection off those ropes. We're getting very close to the 8-minute mark in this first fall. Action and conversation all the way in this one. Lots of conversation in the first 2 or 3 minutes, but it's been wild action for the last 5 or 6.
Boy, it really has, Dave. This has been a dandy.
Lawler, right fist used against Rick Gibson. Lawler sliding that foot off the jawbone of Rick Gibson. Handsome Jimmy in there. Taking over where the King left off. Gibson slammed into the foot. Rick. No, he's over to the corner. Just missed the tag. Lawler wandering in there. Robert Gibson started after him. Oh, Lawler and Valiant. Slamming Rick Gibson into the turnbuckle. 9 minutes gone. Right fist by Lawler. Rick Gibson off the ropes. Drove Lawler to the mat. Unfortunately, Rick fell, and Lawler is between. Rick and brother Robert over in the corner. Rick starting for the corner. Can't get there. Both of them go down. They banged heads coming off the rope there. Both wrestlers down on the mat. 9 minutes, 40 seconds into the action. Oh. Right hand by Lawler, but he hits the mat. Rick over near the corner gets the tag, and here's Robert Gibson. Robert with the cover.
May have him. No.
Just a one count. Oh. Lawler slams Robert Gibson into the turnbuckles and across the ray. Oh, he just fired him in there. Robert hit hard.
You just don't make many mistakes against Lawler and get away with it, do you? Huh?
Again, across the ring. Lawler shoved him on over the top rope. Referee's back was turned, and there's a possible disqualification. Yes, sir. Robert Gibson down on the floor. Jimmy Hart down there. Handsome Jimmy down there with a chair. Rick down on the floor trying to help his brother out. Robert back in the ring. A long fall. Almost 11 minutes. Lawler misses with a swing. Robert rolls to the corner. Here's Rick. Handsome Jimmy out of the ring. Lawler still in here against Rick Gibson. Rick with a shoulder butt drives Lawler to the mat. Jimmy Valiant trips him up. Jimmy Hart rather tripped him up. Jimmy from the chair. There's a cover by Rick. Valiant into the ring now. He yanks Rick Gibson off the cover. Referee says ring the bell. Disqualification. It's got to go against Lawler.
Disqualification?
Yeah, Jimmy Hart is in the ring. It's going to be it for the first fall.
First fall is going to go by disqualification. We're going to check our time and be back in a moment.